We're back for another podcast. Snapped episode. Snap podcast. Jesus, you'd think after 170 episodes we could figure it out. Maybe not though. We are back. Quick episode today. Got this idea last week. Wrote it down. Forget to do that a lot of times. Usually have good ideas and then I end up forgetting them. But I actually wrote this one down, and I wrote it down as paralysis by analysis. This is how I wrote it into my notes app. Just decide and go. You only waste time by indecision, not the wrong decisions. Pretty concise way of putting that down. Paralysis by analysis. Just decide and go. You only waste time by indecision, not the wrong decisions. This was sparked by a very simple thing that was just happening in my day-to-day last week. As you guys know, we made the move recently, about 2 to 3 weeks ago at this point. So we are fully moved in. We did a really, really good job of pretty much getting everything settled and where it needs to be. This isn't going to be a situation where for the next 3 months, our house is just full of boxes and all this stuff. Like, no, pretty much you walk into our house right now, you might think we've been living here for quite a while. Pretty happy about that. Not one to really procrastinate when it comes to where I live and my space. And I don't think my wife is either. It helps that the wife is a teacher. So she's home right now. Kid goes down for a 2 to 3 hour nap every day. Allows you to get a lot of stuff done, as well as just, throughout the day. So anyway, we've got everything put away, all this stuff. However, and shout out to Amazon for just bending us over this year. We happened to move just a couple weeks, basically right in the middle, or Prime Day happened right in the middle of our move. And for anybody who has moved in the past or ever, even if it's like moving out of a dorm room into a house in college or out of that college house into your first apartment, whatever it may be, there's almost a 100% chance that the new location is going to oftentimes require, but sometimes just need, or sometimes you just want new things for that new place, right? In our case, we're moving from a townhouse to an actual house. There's a lot of upgrades there space-wise that don't require filling. We could, we don't have to buy anything, but we have the means to, and part of the reason we moved is to kind of upgrade the living situation. So, a lot of things like we now have an extra bedroom. We now have a basement, a storage room. We have a kind of an inside playroom / inside workout room. The garage went from 2 stalls to 3. All these things. So more furniture, more furnishings, and specifically in the garage, transporting and rebuilding the garage gym in a completely new setup with some new equipment. And when it comes to garage equipment, gym equipment, there's a lot of hanging things on the wall. Specifically, we have, a potential rig for those who are setting up their own gym. For me specifically, we went with a squat stand so that it's not only mobile, but it also doesn't have to interfere with being drilled into a wall and being, there's pros and cons. We could talk about that. Maybe its own episode even. I should do more, by the way, I should do more episodes on home gym. And I think I just want to do a home gym series. I think it's super beneficial. I think some people don't really consider the impact of having a home gym. I think some people over consider subconsciously the obstacles or the negatives of potentially building out their own home gym or putting equipment in their house. So I think a whole home gym series would be beneficial in here. Anyway, had to hang up a pull-up bar, had to hang up a ring ceiling mount that is also now doubling as my daughter's swing mount, which is awesome. She was stoked yesterday. Had to put together the squat stand, had to lay all the new flooring down, all these things. And part of the stuff was bought on Prime Day or around Prime Day, so we had to wait for all this stuff to come in. So it's been a work in progress. I try to keep the work, we lump in the building and install. By the way, it takes me way too long to install these things because I'm doing it myself, and I suck at like DIY projects, mounting boards to the wall and drilling holes and all this stuff, measuring. I suck. So it takes me way too long. But then we also have, new furniture to put together, new cabinets. I'm looking out my office door at a new filing cabinet drawer thing that we put together from IKEA, hanging things on the wall, all this stuff. I try to save all that for the nap in the middle of the day, the kids' nap, which is also when I work out. So a lot of this stuff has been cutting into the workout time. And last week, I spent the entirety of my self-given, self-allowed allotment of training time. I spent 90% of it like putting stuff together. And I am that kind of person who I need the exercise. I need to get the heart rate up. I need to sweat just a little bit, or else my mental health suffers just enough to make the day not perfect. And I had 10 minutes before the kid was about to wake up. I like to be there when the kid wakes up so I can spend the most time with her. I'm like, okay, we got to figure something out. In the midst of moving around the gym equipment that day, there were 250-pound dumbbells sitting right there. There was some space, and there's always room to run. 10 minutes, what can I do? Classic CrossFit workout combination of the rep scheme 21, 15, 9 came to mind. Generally done in a couplet form, but you could add as many movements as you needed to, where you're going 2 movements back and forth, 21 of the first one, 21 of the next one, 15, 15, 9, 9, as fast as you can. Workouts generally, depending on the movements that you choose, take somewhere around 3 to 6 minutes. So again, time's ticking. It's not like the end of the world. Daughter wakes up and I don't see her for 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be okay. But I like to be efficient with my time. So workout comes to mind. 21 dumbbell thrusters, double dumbbell thrusters, 21 burpees, 400-meter run, 15, 15, 200-meter run, 9, 9, 100-meter run. Didn't even set the clock. I'm very particular about these kinds of things. I like to time my workouts. I like to have the data. How did it go? All these things. Didn't even set the clock. Just went. Just started. And about 3 minutes into this 7-8 minute workout, I realized how dumb some of me sitting around trying to decide what kind of training I want to do, trying to decide what I should do weight-wise, what I should do for a workout, what's the perfect workout for today, what movement should I include. I rarely just go. And trust me, these 8 minutes were intense, and I got something out of it. Anybody who would have gone through this workout, which you can do if you got a couple dumbbells, you will get fitness out of it. You will get fit. It will challenge you mentally and physically. And it just got me thinking, how many people sit on their couch? How many people are sitting at work or on the weekend, they get that small spark of motivation and they're like, I should really start working out. I should join a gym. I should go get this trainer. I should start this program. And then they just mull it over. Or they try and research, 3 different gyms or 3 different programs, and they sit there and they consider the options, and then the motivation kind of wears off after a half hour or throughout the entirety of their search. And by the time they're done or they've come to some kind of conclusion, they're like, but do I really want to go to the gym? Do I really want to start that new program? They've wasted that small spark, that small little bit of fuel by indecision. Where if they would have just stood up, put their phone down, and did 10 minutes of burpees, squats, and sit-ups, they could have gotten a whole lot more done. And that indecision, that small window of time where we may feel motivated, is just one more reason why you should have a home gym, because you don't have to drive to the gym. You don't have to worry about getting in the car, other people using your equipment, all this stuff. But it really, really hit home because I think it echoes in business. I'm going through a lot of this right now with the stuff that I do for work. So often, if you have an issue or if you have a problem or an obstacle or some question to answer, go. Decide something and go. Pick one of your potential options and go. Because here's what's going to happen: it's either going to work or it isn't. If it doesn't work, or if it doesn't work quite well enough, or it doesn't give you the answer or the progress or the production that you need, then you know. You know by trying it. Scientific method that you tried this, it didn't work as well as you needed it to. Great, now we have our answer. We can choose something else. We can go a different path. We can go a different direction. We can get other help that we thought we might need, but we chose against. If you and the other option is it works and you didn't waste any time. But what you don't want to do is sit there for an hour a day, 2 days a week, a month, 3 months when it comes to some of these people who are, oh, should I work out? Should I not? Should I go to the gym? Should I not? You're just wasting time. You're wasting time and you're clouding your thought and you're creating bad habits. Just decide and go. It works for every single thing. And I've been trying to adopt that more in my own work and well, some in my training. As far as my own training goes right now, I'm feeling very good. I mean, the body's always, you're sore every day, but intensity and volume is decent right now. We're probably close to 7 to 10 hours a week of training. 6 days a week, Sunday's completely off for now. That's for about another month here, and it'll start to ramp up a little bit. But we're feeling good. We are finally pretty much back onto a full, I do the people who does my programming. One of the guys is one of my former strength coaches from Iowa. So there's plenty to do every day. We're still just doing one session. Takes anywhere from 75 minutes to 2 hours. And I'm pretty much back to following that. A new phase, I believe, starts next week. So that's exciting. New cardio phases, new lifting phases, all this stuff. I'm feeling strong. My snatch and clean and jerk are pretty much right there, close, if not the best they've ever been. Cardio is definitely lacking, but we have a lot of time to build that engine over this off season. And I'm excited where we're at right now. We're staying healthy, staying fit. Aesthetically, we don't look the best, but that's intentional. As always, if you guys are looking to get into some training, doesn't have to be the training that I do, the long stuff, the hard stuff, the stuff that requires a bunch of equipment. TKG training on the screen right there. Search it. More importantly, search my name, Tyler Kluver, or tylerkluver.com. You can hit me up, DMs. I can help you out. We can do some one-on-one coaching. I can do your programming. I can help you with nutrition, all that stuff. What I do know is that your excuses are not valid. They never will be. No one cares. Wake up today, get better, decide, and go. Don't let indecision ruin your day. Go be a savage. We'll talk next week.